Good morning to you out there on the grind. Good morning to you, man. It's a blessed day, another blessed day, that we get a chance to get up, we get a chance to put our best foot forward, and we get another opportunity to be better today than we were yesterday. You are live on the Grindology101 virtual podcast with your guy, KeJohnna Owens. I'm your host today, and what we're going to be talking about today, man, don't just go through the motions. Don't just do it just because. Don't just go to work because you have to. Don't just do the birthday because they said you're supposed to do it, man. Put the best of yourself forth towards everything you do. And what you see is the residual balance coming back. You can't even know what that'll be, because when you sow a seed with good intent, that's your attitude. When you go to work with the best energy, with the man, you gotta, if you take out the trash right. You might as well spray it down with Lysol afterwards. Man, do a good job, do the best job, or don't do it. That's the deal. And that's me. Friendships, people I deal with, work I do, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. If I'm not gonna do it, I'll tell you, I'm not gonna do it, because I'm not gonna give half of it when you need all of it. You deserve all of it. And that's the only way it really be, because when somebody says something about you, all they could do is say, man, they're going to say about you what you present. So that's what you do. So if you present the best everywhere you go, all people will say is, man, the young lady, the young man, the gentleman, whoever, man, you got to have them on your team, because they bring the best every time. And I want to let one of my best friends, very good friend, and indeed, Mr. Darren Lyons. I've been showing his video, man. We get a chance to talk, because sometimes I can catch up to him, sometimes I can't. That he goes around the world empowering barbers, stylists, makeup artists, in general, business owners, to put the best forward towards what they want. Be professional, be early, be prepared. Be intent. Have an intent about what you want to do. Be intentional. When you go to a meeting, have your notepad. Make sure you're listening. Make sure you're paying attention. And so you could do the back end work that the class presented. Because I'll always say there's no shortcut. Shortcut simply leads to a long route. Mrs. J.P. Watkins Mukes just hammered that into me as a $500,000 earner there on her way. I'm going to claim that in advance right there. She's teaching folks, put in the work. Are you around people that put in the work, give the best of themselves? And what happens if you're around people that give the best of themselves? It becomes infectious, and pretty soon you start giving the best of yourself. So let's hear a little bit about putting the best of ourselves forward from an amazing brother, Mr. Darren Lyons, out there in Pasadena, California. You get a chance to hear this, see this, man. Salute to you, brother. I'll be talking to you soon. Darren Lyons, in his own words about being professional, it's a breakthrough.
Professionalism is very important, and no matter what business it is. Today, we're in a situation in a society where people have become comfortable, they've become lazy, they've tuned out, if you will, and not all people, but a lot, have tuned out the words of wisdom that somebody that's in the position they want to be, they tuned them out, and they decided to go to the University of YouTube. Well, the University of YouTube is only one-sided. You can't talk back. The University of YouTube also gives you information that is valid and some non-valid. When we look at professionalism, you have to have a give and take. You have to understand that when we are trying to learn professionalism, we have to learn it from people who are professional. Some of the people on YouTube don't have licenses as barbers. They have an opinion. And that's all it is an opinion. It could be right, but it's an opinion nonetheless. What I'm saying to you right now is an opinion, but I've lived it. I've mastered it. I've been in business for 30 years. So I think I have expertise, if you will, of running a good business. But people have to put business in perspective. Business in perspective meaning professionalism, meaning that even though that you are a barber, even though that you are a car salesman, even though that you're a motivational speaker, there's things that have to be put in place before you can say that you're that. Professionalism is number one. Job number one. If you look at Starbucks, the first thing they do is when you walk in there, they speak. When you go to Walmart, the first thing that you run into is a greeter. They speak. These things are being put on the back burner. Now, when you go to the barbershops, they don't speak. So it makes people intimidated. Because I don't know if this is a cool barbershop to even come to. Although I have locks and although my hair is long, but don't necessarily mean I don't need to be groomed. I still have a beard. Sometimes I don't wear a beard. Sometimes I want to goatee. But I want to be in a place that I am comforted when I walk through the door. Even though I'm not in the city, although I travel a lot, that means I go to a lot of barbershops. And I would say at least 75% of all barbershops that I've been to, and I probably have hit at least 40 states, 75% don't speak when you walk in the door. That's not professional. Cleanliness is a part of professionalism. Clean barbershops, clean beauty shops. Take pride in the shop that you work at. A lot of barbershops I've been in barbershops that it was so filthy. As soon as I walked through the door, they knew who I was. They knew who I was. And they were honored for me to be there. But the shop was so dirty, I got the broom and started sweeping. And these guys let me do it. How is that if I come to your house and start vacuuming because your house is dirty? You should feel a certain kind of way about that. But today, a lot of the young men and a lot of the young women don't feel a certain kind of way. It ain't my shop. It ain't my job. Well, whose job is it? See, because we all work in this thing together. See, you have to give something to get something. And most people today aren't really looking at that unless you go through a certain form of training. Professionalism is a certain form of training. You have to be trained to be professional. See, a lot of times we really assume, and you know what assuming means. We assume that they know how to clean. Some people just don't know how to clean. They don't know how to clean. Their parents don't know how to clean. So you assume that they know how to clean and sweep the floor correctly and sweep in the corners. You assume they know how to wash dishes, or you assume they know how to speak to people correctly. See, there's an English, there's hood English, and then there's ghetto English. What up, yo? What's up, my son? What's up, fam? Well, some people don't want to be addressed like that, as opposed to saying, how are you doing today, sir? Can I help you? What's good? Nothing. Nothing at all is good. Because that's not how you address a person. That's not how you address a new client. See, a lot of people in the state of California use Yelp. I call Yelp for help. See, Yelp can help you and it can hurt you. So it all depends on how good your professionalism. It can actually be a hindrance to your business when somebody comes in and say, I went in there, they were very unprofessional, the shop was dirty, they didn't clean their clippers. Now guess what? You have a bad mark. Now you went from 5 stars to 3, just that fast. The one who has the most stars is the one who wins. The one who has the highest level is the one who gets up first when they pop in barbershop for your city. So don't be at the bottom. And if you do, look at it as a report card. Don't get upset about it. Don't get upset about it. What you do is learn from it. Learn from your mistakes and become better. And instruct your employees, instruct yourself to say, I have to be a better barber. Even though this is not your shop, sweep up anyway. Even though you cleaned up that bathroom, clean it up again anyway until you decide to leave and get your own or go to a better barbershop. Then keep the area that you are clean like it's your own. Professionalism. Answer the phone correctly. What's up? Well, no. We say good morning, good evening, or good afternoon. This is Tangles and Locks. How may I help you and or serve you? Professionalism. See, we have to learn how to speak. We have to learn how to walk. We have to learn how to talk. And sometimes we have to reevaluate our situation. And we have to get rid of all of the bad information and reboot, refresh the information in our mind and say, I want to be professional, because that's the only way you're going to make good money. Good money, you're professional.
Thank you for watching A Wise Way. Subscribe to stay updated, share to pass the knowledge, or view our other videos on the left.
But man, DL, professionalism. How could you come into a place and the place allow you to clean up and sit back, But it happens. I go in places a lot of times and I just point out a few things. I'm a support kind of guy, so I'm willing to do a lot of sharing of what might help someone all the time. It's appreciated sometimes. Sometimes they don't want to hear it. But guess what? We just do what we do. And man, my man DL going all around the world telling you, man, get your smock right? Get your brand on. If you're a barber, get your tools together. Have your stuff organized. You go into a barbershop, beauty salon all the time. They may do great work. Man, it may be the best. Phenomenal. Awesome. Rate is good. Service, great. But there's some things that late, maybe gossipy, professionalism. Think about it. Water cooler talk about other folks, and leave that to something else. Alleviate that from the whole program. Bring the best of yourself everywhere you go, and it's important that you connect with others that do the same thing. So, as we go from not just sharing positive, powerful, influence to someone's model by being who we are all the time. How about also getting in the trenches to help people? That's what he was saying. If you know something, share something, help someone. And again, my man DL, you got to be saluted out there for the excellence that you bring to our community. So I appreciate you. We're going to keep on going. There's some amazing things going on around the community. And today, as we talk about bringing the best of ourselves, don't just go through the motions. Again, one of my early mentors, Dr. George C. Frazier, connect those dots to success. And here on this podcast, it's all about connecting the dots. So once again, let's get back into it. Dr. George C. Frazier, connect those dots.
In anticipation of a profound insight from Minister Farrakhan, I prepared a chart. And this is a chart that I think says in another way what he so profoundly provided us today. This chart to me represents beautiful, educated, moneyed black people all over America. It could represent black organizations. It could represent black churches. It could represent black social and civic organizations. And what you will notice about these beautiful black people all over America is that everybody is doing their own thing. Caught up in a Eurocentric value of rugged individualism. Having forgotten that it takes a village to raise a child. There is no power here, brothers and sisters. There is no power here. Power is most effective concentrated. You can take a 55-gallon drum of water, spill it over, it will disperse, find its own level, and eventually evaporate. You can take that same 55-gallon drum of water, put it under pressure, put a lid on it, put a hose in it, put a nozzle on the end of that hose, and it can cut concrete. There is no power with us being disconnected. See, there's nothing wrong with dispersion. I live in Cleveland, you live in Atlanta. We have folk in the Caribbean, we have folk in Africa. That's dispersion. That's okay, but we do not have to be disconnected. We are a disconnected people. We are powerless in disconnection. This is where all the power is. You see? This is where all the power is. Whether you are at the center of your own network or part of someone else's network, this is where the power is. There's a beautiful African proverb that says, when spiders unite, they can tie up a lion. When we connect, because we are disconnected, we're disconnected from those of like mind. We're disconnected from the best practices in our community. I don't care what it is that you want to do, what profession you want to engage in, what business you want to get into. I can introduce you to brothers and sisters all over America they are doing it to death. You just don't know who they are. You are disconnected from them. There is no power in disconnection. Okay? When we connect, we prevent interlopers from coming into our communities and taking and destroying at will.
All right, George.
Try to open up the Booker T. Washington delicatessen in Chinatown and see what happens. So we must connect. We must connect the dots. That must be the movement for our people in the 21st century. We need a lot of us doing a little instead of a few of us doing a lot. We need to get together to get ahead. That is why we must network. That is what we teach at the Power Networking Conference in June in Cleveland. Come and visit with us.
Thank you, George.
Thank you very much.
Please
remember what it said in Isaiah. Remember what it says in Isaiah. And the voice of the Lord said, whom shall go for us? Then said I, here am I, send me. We must go, brothers and sisters. We must do this. We must take on the responsibility. We are responsible for our own success or failure. Thank you.
Hi, my name is KeJohnna Owens. I am co-founder of Success Express Marketing Solutions. Our business is cultivating more business for your business. I want to tell you real quick about our program that is one of the most comprehensive business development online marketing support programs out there, which is the VASP, VASP, Virtual Assistant Support Program. This system allows you to operate and run your business while we help monitor and help you cultivate more business for your business online. Contact us at 909-686-1698 and visit us online at successexpressmarketing.com. Look forward to helping you take your business to the next level. My man, right there, Dexter Subtle. I see you out there on the grind, man. Thank you, sir. I'm gonna keep up the good work. If you say so, it's good work. It's good work. I put the best of myself out there every day. As I think we all should, man. We do not have to. You don't have to drive all that way to work and do all of that. You don't have to drive all the way to work and don't like driving all the way to work too. That's very true. But you can put yourself in the mindset of I get to drive to work so I can take care of my family, and I get to work from 9 to 5 for my family, but I get to also put my mindset into 5 to 9. I get to work for my legacy. So that's the mindset that we're looking forward to putting into the mindset here on this show, Grindology. It's about connecting people to people. It's about empowering, encouraging, and inspiring. You know, it's early in the morning. If you're up this morning, you're already ready to win. You've already won. Most people haven't even gotten up yet. They don't even want to get up. How could you not want to get up? Now think about that for a second. How could you not want to get up? Man, we're going to keep on sharing. We'll talk about some of our partners in success, amazing connections across the country, even around the world. My girl Shalette Busby with Busby Cares. She's doing things. KeJohnna, coming up soon. We're going to be a part of an amazing project, the Greenwood Avenue project there, Oklahoma, Black Wall Street. Got to send a shout out to that. It's going to be amazing. Listen, if you have something that you want to tell the world about, this is a great platform to do it. We want to help you do it. And it's very simple. I'm going to show you how. Check it out. We'll see you on the other side. We'll be right back.
Success Express Marketing Solutions presents your virtual video podcast studio. Let the Success Express team help bring your podcasting dreams to life. Here's what we do. We help you come up with show ideas, design graphics for your show, set up your podcast studio, and run the back end of your show. So what do? Be ready for your show. Make sure your guests are ready. Log into the virtual studio, turn your cameras on, and go. Not sure you're ready to go live on a monthly or a weekly basis? You can get the Try Us Out Success Special. It's only $97 with free design setup. All you got to do is try us out, and I guarantee you're going to want more. So get set up today with your virtual video podcast studio from Success Express Marketing Solutions. So go online to Success Express MKTG, and we'll get you set up today. Sign up now and get our free ebook, Modern Podcasting, that'll teach you all the techniques you need to know to get your podcast started today.
Many of you have thought about it. Many of you have spoken about it. Some of you have acted on it. Now is the time to circulate wealth in the Black community, and we have the platform for it. Welcome to CirculateBlack.com, connecting Black wealth and infrastructure from within. What's inside Circulate Black? A business directory, business social networking, an online marketplace, and business crowdfunding, all in one place right at your fingertips. Log on to CirculateBlack.com today and sign up for free. Spread the word and share on all your social media channels. Let's all work together to circulate Black dollars among Black-owned businesses to build infrastructure and wealth in the Black community.
Welcome to the Jazz Zone. Allow the Jazz Zone to make your next event enjoyable and entertaining. The Jazz Zone is great for private parties, weddings, festivals, fundraisers, grand openings, and corporate affairs. Move up to the next level of entertaining with the Jazz Zone. Check out our website at jazzzone.net. That's JAZZZONE.net. Or call the Jazz Zone at 626-798-6848.
Nothing works but the work. Nothing works but the work. I pretty much tried, all the ways around the work. Every time I took a shortcut through the work, I ended up with more work because the shortcut leads to a long route. Thank you, Mrs. Mutes, for that amazing concept that I can't get out of my head. Nothing works but the work. And if you're willing to do the work, the fruits, the production, whatever it is, will come out. It's just like sowing. You don't know when. You may not even know how. But if you know why you're doing the work, man, the benefit of knowing why you're doing it will take away all that how and why it's so hard and all the other stuff. Go put the best foot forward, do the best, give the best. I don't care if you're cleaning dog kennels. I don't care if you're scooping hay. It doesn't matter. If you're going to do it, do it. If you're not going to do it, don't do it. Just don't do it at all. It's worse on your mind, let alone your body, whatever it is, your family, you're disgruntled when you come home, all the stuff that goes along with doing what you don't want to do and giving the least of yourself. My brother in success, Neosha Morris, he and I on the training, I got a side note. I was talking about the least. We generally give, at least I got a house, at least I've got a car, at least I've got my health, at least. Man, we've got to stop operating in the at least. Let's operate in the at most. Well, at most, I'm going to give the best of myself so I can get to where I want to get to. At most, I'm going to be early, right? I'm going to be early to work. I'm going to bring even coffee, whatever it is, man. I'm going to give the best attitude at most. Let's try giving the most instead of the least. Let's try giving the best instead of the just enough. Let's try giving what we know we have inside of us, because what I know, when I don't give the best of myself, I know I'm not doing service to myself, my family, or the people that are asking me, or even worse yet, paying me. So ask the question to yourself while you're doing some things. If you were the boss, would you hire you? If you were the boss, would you pay you for the attitude that you bring to the boss that you bring your work to? On Friday, when you accepted your paycheck, have you been at the water cooler from Monday to Thursday talking about the people that's going to pay you on Friday? If you operate in that, man, you're going to get at least what they'll give you. But if you operate in the giving at most, you may find yourself in a room where they say, we're opening up a new region and we're looking for somebody to head that up. And we thought of you because you give the most. Nothing works but the work. It is a golden nugget. And it's not even just nothing works but the work. It's also the applicable principle to it. Apply the level of the work you do to match the level of the faith you have. Apply the level of the work you do to match the level of the faith you have. That's the deal right there. At most. Give the most, not the least. Why not? What if you gave the most? Let's see. Let's see what will happen, man. Let's have an amazing day. Get out there, win, put the best of yourself. God woke us up this morning. God chose you this morning to do something. You may not know. I surely don't know. But I do understand that it's a responsibility to make a difference in this world. And what you do, people are watching. What are they seeing? Would you hire you if you were the boss? We'll see you on the other side, man. Nothing works but the work. This has been the Grindology101 virtual podcast. I'm your guy, KeJohnna Owens. We do this every morning, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on these social media channels. And listen, we've done almost 200 podcasts up to now. The content is about helping people. Who sees it? Who it impacts? The mission is to allow God to see who that does. Someday they'll say, why are you doing it? If you keep doing it, they'll ask you, are you still doing it? And after you've accomplished some things, what they'll ask you is, how did you do it? Thank you for joining the beginning. This is the grind. We see you on the other side. Nothing works but the work.